All right, Carla. So thank you so much for selecting me for your mentor. I'm excited about this journey. So I know you mentioned a little bit to me about, we talked about your duties and responsibility, my duties and responsibilities as a mentor, and those things that you wanted me to, help and support you in. Talk to me a little bit about like transition. So why do you want to transition from the classroom to a leadership position?
I feel like I have a passion for the kids, for the students. I want them to learn more. I feel like all the great things that I did in my classroom, I want it to be implemented not just in my classroom but throughout the school. So I feel like things that I do in my classroom, such as relationship building and how I have a relationship with the kids in my class, I feel like I want other teachers to do it, and not just my new teachers that were in my new teacher program. But I feel like I think that should be a relationship that all kids should have with their teachers. They should be able to talk to their teachers. They should feel comfortable asking questions and things like that. So what I want to do is be able to not only impact the kids in my class, but impact the kids in the whole school to make it a better place for learning. So I do have a passion for the kids, for them to learn and for them to succeed in whatever they choose.
And I think that is extremely important, and it's a different level moving from working directly with your kids and now working directly with adults. And so, over this time period, you're making that paradigm shift in your mind as well as in your practices, because adult learners are different than student learners, and they come with a lot more baggage and things like that. But I appreciate you wanting to make that transition. Also, how do you think that the things that you're doing now are helping you to segue to working more with adult learners? Maybe from your leadership classes to your schooling. How do you think that what you're going through right now is going to help support that?
I think it's going to support it a lot, because the last thing that I went to was just a discipline training, and it was definitely eye-opening. Because I know I've been able to follow Dr. G and you and a couple more administrators in the building, and it's been something that I needed to be able to do, because you see things and you know a little bit what's going on, but he actually told me, okay, what do I need for this? Where do I find this form? What does this contract mean? Well, how many days do I have this before this goes out? So it's more in depth than what I'm just seeing. So I want to know, it helps me to put in my mind exactly like what I need to get there, because I already know how to complete the task. I don't want to do just task completion. Right. What I want to be able to do is initiate on my own and get everything figured out on my own, to figure out the why, the how, the when, and everything.
What about that instructional leadership role? Are you ready for that? Like stepping into that instructional leadership role as an administrator? Because now we're really big on, administrators aren't just managers anymore. We're instructional leaders. So from a science standpoint, do you feel confident in that?
Yes, and what I've been doing is looking at the just like the performance indicators and things like that, because that has been something that has really helped me, because when we have those, and I can go into any class and I can figure out exactly what's going on. Are they proficient? Are they exemplary? Or things like that, because I have that in front of me. I can figure out what I'm looking for in that class, because now that's what they're teaching us from the beginning, that we're no longer just assistant principals. We are the instructional leaders in the classroom. We have to be able to help our teachers to implement different strategies and everything to make sure that we have that differentiation present in the classroom.
Wow. All right, I want to talk a little bit about just the time, our hours, when we're going to meet, and things of that nature, so you can, so that we can make up, sometimes that we can meet on a regular basis. So can we segue to that for a moment?